Listen, my daughters. Every time someone asks what you bring to the table, some of you proudly reply, "I am the table." My daughter, marriage is not built on slogans. You want a good man, a responsible man, a hardworking man, a man with vision and stability. But what exactly are you bringing into his life? Beauty fades, youth passes. Can you bring peace? Can you bring wisdom? Can you bring support when the chips are down? Can you add value to his journey? Do you have skills? Can you sustain a conversation focused on growth? After many years of watching marriages succeed and fail, a good marriage is not one person, bringing everything to the table, while the other brings expectations. Now hear this. The strongest marriages happen when both husband and wife become assets to each other. A home grows strong when both pillars carry the roof. So my daughters, before wondering what a man can offer, consider what value you also bring. Work on yourself. And be wise. Most people, blaming witches and enemies, are fighting the wrong battle. Your biggest enemy may be sitting right under your nose. Your mouth. Let me explain. Many people have lost opportunities, friendships, and even marriages because they could not control what they said. A few careless words spoken in anger can destroy what took years to build. Remember this. Before words leave your mouth, they are your servant. Once they leave, you become their servant. Learn to master your tongue. Some of life's biggest regrets begin with words that should never have been spoken. Don't forget, the axe forgets, but the tree remembers. The fastest way to make your spouse feel like they are not enough is to compare them to someone else. Look at that husband. Look at that wife. What you see is the highlight reel. What you don't see is the struggle behind it. Build your own marriage instead of measuring it against someone else's. The farmer who keeps watching another man's farm will neglect his own. The worst person to kill your dream should never be your spouse. Yet some people go home excited about an idea and come back discouraged. Not because strangers mocked them, but because their husband or wife did. Marriage is hard enough. Don't become the person standing in the way of your spouse's growth. The hand that should lift you up should not be the hand pulling you down.
Many men do not listen to their wives, not because their wives are wrong, but because their ego is louder than wisdom. Some men will take the same advice from a friend, a pastor, a colleague, or even a stranger, yet reject it when it comes from the woman they married. They confuse leadership with always being right. They mistake humility for weakness. And by the time they realize their wife was trying to protect them, they have already paid a price they didn't need to pay. A wise wife is not a threat to a man's authority. She is one of God's greatest gifts to his decision-making. The strongest men are not those who refuse correction. The strongest men are those who can hear truth, even when it comes from the person closest to them. Sometimes the answer you are praying for is already sitting beside you. The question is, are you humble enough to listen? Yeah. Many men are suffering, not because life is hard, but because pride won't let them ask for help. Yeah. Strength is not carrying every burden alone. Strength is knowing when to listen, when to learn, and when to change.
A wise man values growth more than ego. If you agree, share this with a man who needs to hear it and subscribe for more life-changing wisdom.